Good morning and welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. You early birds, it is 2:09 a.m. on Wednesday, the 12th of October, 2022. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's start this off with a blessing. Let's make sure that this microphone is picking up my voice. All right. Dear universe, dear spirit guides, dear creator, there it is. Oh my goodness, I love this card. This is the blessing of questioning. Examine and identify any belief that stems from an irrational fear. Ask yourself, do I still need this? If the answer is no, then replace it with a trusting, more loving belief. Blessings flow to you as soon as you do this. Set yourself free. Guys, what this card is telling us, that if you are holding on to beliefs that you know do not serve you, that do not resonate with you, that you do not believe in, and you're holding on to them because of fear that you're going to be punished if you don't hold on to those beliefs. Guys, that is killing you. Let it go, let it go, let it go. The biggest thing you can do is to stop believing in things that don't bring you anything, okay? Stop. Don't be afraid to take control of your life back. Let me read this one more time. The blessing of questioning. Guys, question everything. Do not blindly follow anything or anyone. Examine and identify any belief that stems from an irrational fear. Ask yourself, do I still need this? If the answer is no, then replace it with a more trusting, more loving belief. Blessings flow to you as soon as you do this. Set yourself free. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Happy Wednesday. Okay, guys, gosh, this month is going so fast. And I forgot to tell you guys for the last 2 weeks. On Monday, the 24th of October, so next Monday, I will be with Milu again on his noon show on Monday the 24th of October. I will be live with Milu on his noon show. So please tune in then, okay? All right. My first question is from, you know what? There was a question from Beautiful Girl that I missed last week. There was an attack. Oh, I can't remember where it was. Hold on, let me look back. I think I still have it in my notes. There was an attack. 3 women attacked let me find it. 6 women robbers in New York City wearing neon green bodysuits robbed 2 women, robbed and attacked 2 women. I think it was on a train or something. I'm not sure where it was. But this girl gang dressed in neon green bodysuits attacked and robbed 2 women in New York City. So let's see what that was all about. Taro, tell us anything you can about the robbery that occurred with 6 women dressed in green bodysuits attacking and robbing 2 women in New York City. Oh my goodness, guys. The first thing that I'm getting told is the 2 women that were robbed were women of means, number one. This was organized crime. This was a hit. This was an organized robbery. These women, this is a gang. and it's a like a new gang. This is not like one of the old street gangs. This is a savvy. This is a young people's gang, and guys, they are doing this like they are on TV. They are literally doing this like they are on TV. These are heists, and you're going to see more and more of them. They are targeting people. This is targeted crimes, people of means. The outfits are so that they can get in and out, so that they can put clothes on over the bodysuits. They can change their entire appearance in a matter of seconds simply by throwing on a tunic, a coat, a long scarf, or a long dress, something that they could literally ball up and stick into a small place, even inside of their bra, so they could be wearing their getaway clothing on them. That's the whole purpose of these bodysuits, and it is head to toe to make them completely anonymous. Nobody will know what color they are, what race they are, nothing. It's brilliant. It's crazy. There's going to be some death coming out of this at a robbery that they're going to do. One of them is going to get shot, and that's where we will actually get an identity of some of at least one of these women. But yeah, this is organized crime, beautiful girl. At some point, this syndicate will be brought down, but they're going to do a lot of damage. They're going to do a lot of damage before they're brought to justice. This is like nouveau crime, and this is organized. It is organized, planned out, and they are targeting people of means. So if you are a person, a young person, an influencer who likes to floss, who likes to flaunt their jewelry and their wealth, don't be on the subway. Don't be out there in places where you can be a victim, because if you're out there flaunting it, you're drawing attention to people who are going to come and try to take it from you. Just saying. Okay, I'm glad I got back to that one. I felt like that was a important question. Let me get back to today's show. My first question is from Jules. 3 British journalists were talking about Harry and Meghan, and they were speaking on the way that that the only way that Harry would return to Britain is if Meghan is dead. So Jules would like to know, is Meghan in danger? Yes. Jules, Meghan has been in danger ever since she said, "I'll be your girlfriend." Okay, that's how long Meghan has been in danger. Meghan is in danger. Meghan's children are in danger. She is not, however, in danger from Harry. Her husband loves her. What is going on with the British tabloids is just that. It is tabloid fodder. These people, and like I said on Princess Kate's, when people were perceiving that she had some type of an eating disorder. Guys, you are looking at people who did nothing but by accident of birth be famous. Harry didn't do anything. He didn't run for office. He didn't do anything but be born, okay? To be born to Diana and Charles, and then marry a woman outside of his race, which is the end-all be-all for a whole lot of chicken heads in the UK and in the United States who have nothing better to do than to nitpick into people's lives. And that's what this is. And I have to say this because Meghan and Harry did not choose to be in the spotlight, okay? That's an accident of birth, and it's an accident of marriage. So, and my show is not to pick on people who did not step into the limelight. Politicians, people who run for office, are fair game. I will read on them all day long because they put themselves in the spotlight. Harry and Meghan did not. But yes, Jules, Meghan is in danger, but not from her husband. She is in danger. She will never live in England because England has treated her poorly. And for all the people who live in England, I apologize, but this is literally on your country. They made it hard for her. Everybody pointed their fingers at her, picked at everything that she did. Went to say that this little girl who's an American, doesn't know anything about the British crown, that because she didn't automatically fall in line and know all the rules, they pointed and laughed and picked at her. They did everything but call her the N-word. And in fact, they did call her the N-word. So I'm not going to pull no punches. People made it hard for them. And people have put their lives in danger. Meghan and Harry are in as much danger as Princess Diana was. Okay? Just believe that. And that's why Harry has been screaming that they need protection. Because, and he's having to ask his own daddy for protection. And his daddy won't give it to him because his own daddy is the one trying to get rid of him. Same one that got rid of his mama. I said it. For entertainment purposes only, but I said it. All right, here we go. Next question is from Danielle. A U.S. tourist smashed ancient Roman sculptures at the Vatican. What was his plan or purpose? Let me read this again, guys. An American went to Rome, went into the Vatican, started smashing up ancient Roman statues. What was his purpose? Was he trying to get to the Pope? What was this person's purpose? Anger. This was anger. This was rage. And yes, he wanted to get to the Pope. This was an adult victim of the church. Yes, this is what this was. This was an adult victim of the church. He was abused as a child. He wanted to speak to the Pope. He wanted closure. He wanted to ask some questions, some poignant questions that he feels like that he had the right to ask the leader of his church. Again, this is a person who is still in the religion that victimized him. And this goes right back to our blessing card. Question everything, okay? This is what this person did. This was a victim of the church who wanted reparations. We're going to call it exactly what he wanted. He wanted to speak to the Pope. He wanted reparations. And he was not, of course, he was denied access. But he made it clear why he was there. And they basically told him to leave. And on the way out, he started pushing statues over. Let's see. Yep. They didn't want to talk to him. They didn't want to treat him like a person, give him any type of redress. So he took matters into his own hand. He went all out against the church. He went out against them. He wanted to talk about all the secrets and stuff that's going on. He wanted to talk about it. He wanted redress. He wanted closure. And when he was asked to leave, told that he would not be seeing the Pope and that it wasn't going to happen, because he made it clear why he was there. He made it very clear. He did not try to hide anything on why he was there. He told the people who were there, I want to say there were some cardinals, some bishops, that he had got that far, but they literally just kind of formed a wall and said, well, we're sorry, but you're not coming in here. And on the way out, he just started wrecking stuff. Okay, good question, Danielle. Okay, yeah, he wanted, there's no telling what he might have done had he got to the Pope. He didn't have a plan beyond speaking his piece. I don't think he went to be violent against the Pope. He was angry against the church, no doubt, and especially against the materialism. And that's what it was. Everything, there was more value placed on the artifacts than there are on people's lives. And I believe he said those words as he was destroying those sculptures. Way to go, dude. Way to go. Okay. The next question is, have the children of the Russian elite been drafted to fight in the Russian war? Has Vladimir made it necessary for his buddies' children, the children of the elite, some of his friends who are fighting age, who are of the elite, are they being drafted to fight? Universe, Spirit Guides, Tarot, Ancestors, please answer this question. Are the elite being drafted to fight in the Russian war? Oh, guys, I'm feeling that but now I get the Wheel of Fortune here, but I am. Oh, okay. It depends. It depends on who you are and what you do for Vlad. If you are like a low level and you are not in like his trusted circle, yeah, your kids are fair game. You have got to be at a threshold for your family not to have to fight. But here's the thing, guys. Guess who the first ones out of the country were? The oligarchs sent their kids away first. So the kids aren't even in country. So it's kind of a moot question, because the oligarchs got their kids out of there. Their kids are in boarding school in Switzerland. Their kids are everywhere but in Russia. I'll just put it that way. The richest kids, the oligarchs' kids, are anywhere but in Russia. They are as far away from being drafted as they can possibly be. But some of them don't have to worry, but some of them do. And some of the oligarchs themselves have to worry. If they are not at a certain level, if they're just rich, yeah, they are being asked to go fight. Not asked, they are being demanded to go fight. You have to be on a certain level to be protected. And like I'm saying, the oligarchs there have already sent their fighting age children away. They got out of the country first. Okay, next question. MBS is really upset about journalists asking about OPEC and Russia and the tyranny. What is going to happen? And I think this question was asking, will more journalists, are more journalists in danger in Saudi Arabia? And the answer to that is yes, definitely. There are gag orders on journalists in Saudi Arabia right now over discussing, printing, exporting, emailing, even discussing the affairs of the crown, dealing with OPEC and Russia. Guys, this is I have been warning everybody of this for the last year. Russia's losing this war. Russia is not doing this by themselves. MBS is working with Russia. So is Syria. So is Korea. And they are all working under the umbrella of who? Mr. Xi. Yes, let's understand. This is a big thing. These people, all those other guys are working for Xi. So they are going to hurt it. This winter is going to be ridiculous, guys. And what we are seeing these right-wing, ultra-conservative people who are saying, this what Russia is doing to the Ukraine, saying, well, you guys used to speak Russian, so you belong to us. We're just going to take it back. Even though this is the 21st century. We're not going to do anything with diplomacy. I'm just going to come in and just invade you and beat you over the head and take what I want. And we have a whole coalition that is supposed to stop countries from doing this, to stop another World War II from happening, that literally sat back and watched Vlad march right across that border and bomb Ukraine into dust, and is still sitting on its hands, allowing Vlad, while now he's threatening again. Like I said, he's threatening nukes. He's threatening. He's caught between a rock and a hard place, guys. He's got an itchy trigger finger. He's losing the war. He is more dangerous now than he has ever been. And the rest of the world still sits on their hands and waits and watches. Until what? Until what? Until we are dragged into another third world war? What is the plan for the whole rest of the world? This winter, the Russians are going to cut off fuel to Europe, period. Yes, as long as Vlad is alive, the UK, Europe is not going to get no fuel from Russia, period. That's their power play. They're going to freeze out Europe. Eastern Europe, they're going to freeze out. Okay? The powers that be that could stop this, that could have put Vlad out of business, have allowed him to, literally, he's murdering. Look at what Vlad is doing is the same thing that Kim Jong-un did to his country. That war was the most important thing. And his country is starving to death. They have nothing. And now Russia has been sanctioned into the doggone ground. Yeah, they still have stuff coming from other countries, but they are not enjoying all the freedoms that they used to enjoy. And now they are literally being dictated, threatened with jail if they speak out against, if they complain. Understand, this is what the right wants to bring to America. This is why they are voting against. They want to take your Social Security away. They do not want the young people to receive this break on repaying student loans. All of this is about control. What Vlad is doing is about control. Understand, connect the dots, guys. What he's doing over there is what they want for the entire world. They want to take your voice, take your property, take everything, tell you who you are, reassign you. Okay? Understand, people in Ukraine who were annexed didn't even know that they were Russian for about 4 or 5 hours. Had no idea. How would you like it if somebody came to your door, stuck an AR-15 in your face and said, vote for Vlad or die? Because this is what the GOP has planned for us. This is what they are doing, to take your voice, to force you to adopt their policies. They want to take everything. Everything. Okay? The GOP wants to take Social Security. They don't want to expand it. That means they want to put grandma in the street. They want to take the little bit of money that grandma gets now and make sure that she has nothing. No health care, no money, no nothing. No nothing. They want to take it away. Do a little research and see how some grandmas in Russia live, who are freezing to death in one-room shacks, who are laying in bed under 20 or 30 blankets in the winter because they don't have heat. How many elderly people die? because nobody cares. They have no funds, no nothing, no safety net, no nothing. Okay? All right. So the question was, is MBS pissed at journalists? Are journalists in danger? I went 12 ways around. Yes, journalists are in danger from MBS, OPEC talking about it in Russia. Yes. My next question, Cory Ray wants me to read on Matt Gaetz. And I have to read on him because, oh my goodness, he's running around with old margarine taco grease. They just kicking up all kinds of dust. Both of them were involved in January 6th. Both of them. And here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Matt may have gotten out of his sexual assault case. He is not cleared from his January 6th insurrection case. So he caught a bone. He caught a bone from one of old Donnie Boy's placed judges. And that's exactly what it was. He caught a bone from one of Donnie's judges. But he is not out of the woods for J6. So, yeah, he's going to get away with what he did, what he has done to little girls. Yeah, he's going to get away with that. But, guys, this boy's got so many skeletons in his closet, it's deep. He's not going to get away with it. He will not escape justice. He has escaped what he's done to that little girl. But he will not escape what he's done to the United States. Okay, Cory? He's not going to get away with it. Gaetz is going, he is under investigation now. He will be indicted. So will Marjorie. Okay? So don't worry about that. My next question is from Keba L. And Keba would like to know about Ladonna Paris. This is a 70-year-old woman who was having a mental health crisis in a thrift store. Her whole crime was she had locked herself in the bathroom of the thrift store while she was having some type of a mental illness. Now, the police are outside the door with their body cameras on, laughing at this woman, threatening her, cycling the taser, telling her that she's going to get it. Then a male officer shows up. This is a female officer that's taunting this elderly lady who was in the bathroom on the floor. And then this big cop, male cop, shows up, kicks the door in, jumps on top of this woman who is on the floor in a bathroom. So he hurt her. He hurt her. He hurt her face. He broke her finger. They chipped her tooth. They hurt her. Then they drug her out and arrested her. She stayed in jail for a month for the crime of having a mental breakdown, when the cops themselves called it a mental breakdown. And because the crisis squad was busy, they took matters into their own hands and tried to kill an elderly woman. So, Keba would like to know, will Ladonna Paris receive justice? Will she receive justice, compensation from Tulsa PD, from the Tulsa mayor, who they're saying, oh, this is a part of their job duty, to taunt people who are having mental health crisis. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Somebody who's already not present. Yeah, you want to tease them. You want to threaten them. This is what we have. That's why, I'm going to stop talking about the police. Because until these so-called good cops take care of the bad cops, I don't want to hear shit. Because the good guys obviously ain't doing their job to keep the bad ones in check. So I don't want to hear nothing about there being some good ones. So I said it. Will Ladonna Paris receive justice from Tulsa PD? Yeah, oh yes, oh yes, oh this is gonna hurt Tulsa a little bit. Not just optically, because this is gonna pull up a whole lot of stuff that has been happening. Here's the answer though. Oh yes, Ladonna, what's her last name? Ladonna Paris. Yeah, Ladonna Paris is about to get paid. Okay, she gonna live happily ever after, thanks to the city of Tulsa. Yeah, she she's she's gonna get she's gonna get paid. She will receive, if even if she does not receive, if those police officers don't lose their jobs or anything, she will be financially compensated, which will help her in all aspects of her life. All aspects. She's 70 years old, but she will be able to live the rest of her days in fabulosity, thanks to the police department of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay, my next question is from Essence of Success, and they would like to know, will there be an IRS in 5 years? Will their IRS still be here in 5 years? Yes. Yes. It's going to be a little bit longer than 5 years before all of our institutions are changed. There will be a change in everything. Our government is going to be forced to change. And guys, I have been saying this for the last 3 years. So go back and watch some of my old videos. I talk about the Council of Five and how the United States government is going to change. Guys, it's going to change. It's not going to be instantaneous though, because there's going to be so much fighting against it. We have so much to clean up. There is a mess in this country, and a new government will be born out of this mess when we finally unite and decide to stand up against the tyranny that is coming, that we are in, that is about to get really bad. Guys, the right has just begun. We are about to see all of their plans that they have for us. Prepare. It's nasty. It's nasty and it's ugly. So, don't fool yourselves into thinking that everything is just going to magically resolve itself. We have got some things that we have got to go through. Okay? So, Essence of Success, it'll be a little bit longer than 5 years, but after that, yes, our entire government will be changed, modified. I mean everything from the Supreme Court to Congress. Everything will be changed, updated, modified. The Constitution, everything. Everything. America will at some point strive to become what it has touted itself to be all these years. Okay? It will. But we have to fight for that. And we have a lot to go through before we get there. We have a whole party of people who think that lying is perfectly acceptable. And you can use God's name while you're doing it. This is who we're fighting against, guys. All right. Here's another question from Essence of Success. They would like to know, are there clones of celebrities in Hollywood? Okay. And a lot of y'all might think this is like just far-fetched and crazy, but I want you to think about one person. I want you to think about Michael Jackson. Michael Joseph Jackson, born a little black child in Gary, Indiana. Died a white guy in California. Okay, you want to say he had vitiligo? That's fine. You can say he had vitiligo. Vitiligo only changes parts of your skin, not in totality. In splotches. And I'm sure there's probably creams or whatever you can do to balance it out. That's all fine and good. But then Michael just started having all kinds of surgeries on his face. So not only did he change colors, but his whole facial structure changed. Okay. You can do that with plastic surgery. I'll give you that. You can change what you physically look like. One thing you cannot change, though, is your height. The Michael that died and the Michael from Off the Wall, there was at least a 2-inch difference in height. You know, and I'm not even going to go with the hair because, ladies, anybody who wears a lace front knows Michael could have done anything he wanted to with his hair. You know, men get weaves, get sew-ins, get lace fronts just like women do. They just don't talk about it, just like women do. So Michael's hair, we can't say anything about that because, you know, he had the Pepsi-Cola, the big fire. So that explains why his hair changed, why his hair went from African hair to Caucasian hair. And his skin went from, Michael was a dark child. Michael was not a brown child. Michael was dark. Michael was a dark-skinned child. All the Jacksons were. But he transformed completely. So, my personal opinion, I'm not going to call them clones. No. I'm going to say there are replacements that people are replaced. And I don't know how they do this. But, yeah, I think some people disappear. I think some people disappear. You know, Tupac wrote the album Machiavelli right before he died. Did Tupac know that the government was after him? Possibly. Could Tupac have possibly pulled a Machiavelli and be living happily ever after on the royalties that he put in trust somewhere, off the interest, living a normal life somewhere? It's possible. Anything is possible. Okay? So, because I know there's a lot of strange things going on, because I know that we are not alone on this planet. I know that there are beings that can shapeshift. So could somebody have stepped in and become Michael? Quite possibly. Did his family know about it? I'm sure they did. You know, but this is where you talk about money and success and wealth and keeping things quiet. So I'm not going to jump down that rabbit hole, but that's something for y'all to think about. Just something fun to think about. And the next question I got is, here it is. Will Social Security recipients get a 9% increase in 2023? Y'all have got the Social Security recipients. I told y'all was going to get a raise. Y'all got some this year. There's supposed to be a bigger raise next year for a cost of living increase. Of course, the freaking Republicans are doing everything they can to stop it. Will Social Security recipients receive? I'm going to ask it this way, because 9% is so specific. And if it's, I don't want to have a no and it be something. So will Social Security recipients receive a large increase in their benefits in 2023? That way, if it's not 9%, at least we'll know that something is coming. Okay, here we go. See, we got the GOP trying to steal it from us. Gonna be a lot of stuff they're gonna be screaming about. We ain't got the money to pay for it. It's gonna be a fight, guys. It is going to be a fight. And here it is. This is gonna be one of those things. It's a maybe. It is a maybe. So I want to say that there's gonna be something. Essence of success. It's going to be something. It may not be all the way up to that 9%, though, because the GOP is going to do everything they can to stop the American people from getting an inch up, from making their lives any kind of better. The GOP is going to be trying to keep the poor and keep the rich in charge. They don't want to do anything that is going to actually help people. So it's going to be a battle to get the numbers right. But there will be something. There will be something. But It may not be that big 9%. I mean, oh God, that would lift so many people out of poverty. Okay, next question. Who runs the world? The military or a shadow government or something else? Who actually runs the world? And guys, this is a serious question because everything that is being done, and us as Americans, we get kind of stuck thinking that we are everything. We are the youngest country on this planet, okay? Everybody else was here, was already, the United States was here, but it was not. Europeans weren't here. Let's just put it that way. Europeans weren't here when Europeans had everything else. America is the youngest country. This continent was the last thing to be, quote unquote, discovered by European people. Because nothing starts until the Europeans get here. I guess. I mean, Africa was there, but nobody could say anything happened until the white folks got there. So, I'm just saying. It angers me, that everybody else's people don't exist until somebody else shows up. Okay, let me get off of that. Who runs the world? The military, a shadow government, or a cabal, or something else? Let me ask it this way. Is the military run by a shadow government or cabal? Oh my goodness, got jumpers. Got the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Let's see what these two cards got to say. The Queen and Knight of Wands. The Queen, dark woman, friendly, honorable. Love of money. The Knight of Wands, departure, absence, flight, immigration, a dark young man, a change of residence. Okay, so here, let's go. Is the world run by a shadow government or a military industrial complex? No, the world is run by like a complex banking system. Some type of banking, some type of financial entity is what runs the world. I mean, in concert, the military and the industrialized military complex, the face of war, but that is a part of this banking system. It's all about who controls assets, who controls the money, and who controls access to the money. That's what it's all about. Who can get to it? Who runs the world is like it's some type of bank. It's some type of bank. Everything is interconnected through money. Real money, gold, silver, assets, okay? Somebody is controlling who has access to what, how they can get it, who can get it. It's ran by like some dark bank. All right, I'm going to get off of that one. Next question is from Renee D. Will currency change? Will we ever go cashless? Yes, Renee, that is the next step, is to eliminate all paper money, all paper currency around the world will disappear, okay? This is another form of control. And this is the part that's kind of worrisome, guys, because they have not perfected the electrical grid here. No, because they fight. The cabal that is running things is against nature. And if they were with nature, we would not be paying for electricity. Electricity is something that we can all tap into and harness. The ancient Egyptians knew this. All that Nikola Tesla knew this. Nikola Tesla wanted to bring this to everyone. Everyone. Nobody would be in the dark. Okay? And it wouldn't cost anybody anything. The powers that were of that time, Westinghouse and that sort, said, no, we can make money off of this. We're not going to give this to anybody for free. They destroyed Nikola Tesla. They stole his documents. They made him, and people understand, and I know I'm getting off track, but I want everybody to understand. Nikola Tesla was autistic. He was a savant, but he was autistic. He did not understand. He was not here to make money. He was here to make the world a better place. The people who took advantage of him, who had him working on things, they stole his patents. They stole his work straight from under him. They destroyed things that could have helped this world right now. We could have been enlightened beings. And they destroyed all of that information. And this is the government of the United States. Destroyed Nikola Tesla's work in concert with the Westinghouses, in concert with the Trumps. All these names were there when his work went missing. Okay? Understand what we're dealing with. And I just had to say that. But, Renee, yes, the next step is to get rid of paper currency. Because once they get rid of paper currency, they can track everyone. Everyone. They'll know exactly what you're spending, where, and how. Because you will have to have something that works as your currency transfer system. And yes, it could be something that you have to implant in your skin, or it may be a watch that you wear. It may be, come on, they're already conditioning us to pay by tapping your phone next to the doggone reader. Yes, Renee. They're already conditioning us to go paperless, to go cashless. That's why they're already trying so hard to eliminate change. To eliminate coins. Yeah, so we ought to all of a sudden, 100 years and 200 years in, we've run out of coins somehow. No, we haven't. They are taking them out of circulation. Okay, my next question is from Sonjia Williams. Sonjia would like to know, is the grave at Bedminster, does it actually contain a coffin? Here's the thing, guys. Nobody saw it get dug. Nobody saw the coffin get lowered into it. None of us did, at least. Okay, so did they actually bury that coffin in Bedminster? Is Ivana's ashes in it? And then let's ask that first. Is there an actual coffin buried at Bedminster? We'll start there, and then we'll go deeper. Yes, there is an actual coffin buried at Bedminster. Let's keep going. Are Ivanka's ashes in this coffin? Yes, Ivanka's ashes, they're saying, are in the coffin. Are there documents? Did Trump hide documents in that coffin as well? Yes. Oh my goodness, this is incredible. So this is what he did. Oh my goodness. Will the FBI be able to exhume? Are they planning to exhume Ivana's coffin at Bedminster? Oh, we get the Five of Pentacles left out in the cold. We got looking at loss, guys. And then there's old Donnie boy showing up. This was a strategic move. Him putting her in that coffin with that evidence. They are going to have almost foolproof proof before they dig it up that it is more probable than not that those documents are in that coffin. Guys, it was a brilliant move by him, and it may take a lot of doing for that grave to be exhumed. So right now, I'm going to say no. Yes, guys, like I thought. Okay, so Tarot is saying that the coffin and Ivana's ashes are in that box in Bedminster. And there are documents buried in there, but they will not be able to exhume it, at least not now, because old Donnie boy, by putting her ashes in there, has almost made it would almost be sacrilegious. They would have to have so much proof that there is evidence in there that he did what we saw him do, but they're going to have to prove it to get a search warrant to exhume that grave, even though there's no body in there, which is another thing. There's no body. She was cremated. Okay, and here's an oxymoron, because I do believe that it is against the doctrine of the Catholic Church to be cremated. I think you're supposed to be buried. I'm not sure, but I kind of think it is. She was cremated. The ground was sanctified by the Catholic Church, so it could be a Catholic burial. Again, I'm not Catholic. I don't know, so I could be wrong about the cremation thing. But again, it kind of doesn't make sense to put a jar in a freaking 10-foot coffin. That was a big coffin. Ivana was not a giant. That was a big coffin. It took 10 dudes to carry that coffin. 10 people. That thing was loaded to the gills with something, okay? With something. It was not solid gold. It was solid full of stuff. That's what it was. Okay, my next question is from B. Butler, and this is about Condoleezza Rice. Oh, Condi. B. Butler would like to know. Condoleezza was on, I guess on some morning show, and she was saying that that we need to stop focusing on the January 6th committee, that the United States just needs to move on, that we have better things to do than to focus on what happened on January 6th. B. Butler would like to know, is she supporting the GOP? Yes, she is a Republican. Okay? She was hired by George Bush. She is a Republican. She is not a Democrat. She is on the side. She's on the wrong side. I'll just put it that way. She is protecting the insurrectionists. She wants to draw your attention away from people who wanted to overthrow the United States of America, which, I'm sorry, makes her a traitor. Anybody who wants to downplay what happened, people died. A whole lot more could have. Our country was shown to be broken that day, extremely broken. People who came armed, hurt people, were not met with any type of resistance from the police. Okay? Because I'm telling you, a couple of gunshots could have stopped all of that. Only one happened. Had anybody in there looked like you or me, like me, there would have been all kinds of gunshots fired. Let's not get it twisted. Understand what's going on. Okay, so B. Butler, yeah, Condi is a conservative. She is part of the GOP. She is going to protect those who feed her. She's showing you who she is. Believe her. Next question is from Spirits Beyond the Stars. Will Joyce Hoffmeister be elected governor? I think this is Oklahoma. I think this is Oklahoma. I'm not sure, but I think this is Oklahoma. Will Joyce Hoffmeister, and this is a Republican who is running as a Democrat. Guys, another wolf in sheep's clothing. Beware of this, because this is another thing that's going to happen. You're going to have a bunch of, and these are going to be the ones that are smooth talking. Smooth talking Republicans are just like that old boy down in Florida. Who is a Republican through and through, but now he's running as a Democrat because, I mean, it is just that easy. All you got to do is go down there and change your registration. So now he's running as a Democrat against DeSantis. So Joyce Hoffmeister is running against the Stitt, I think that's who it is, in Oklahoma. Will she be elected governor? And if it's a yes, what type of governor will she be? Yes, first card, she is going to be elected governor. Okay, what type of governor will she be? She gets the devil. And she gets justice, though. Okay, I feel like she's going to be fighting against some bad things. She may try to put some redress to some things. She's going to try to stop some bad things from happening. So, I don't know. She will definitely win. Spirits Beyond the Stars. And she may try to clean up some of the mess that the GOP has made. But remember, she's a wolf in sheep's clothing. She is what she is. So if she is elected, y'all need to hold her feet to the fire. Don't give her an inch. Don't give her an inch. Force her to do her job. Force her to work for your state. Don't let her just run off and do her own agenda. If you elect her, make sure she does her job. That's all you can be able to do. Okay, my next question is from Jules C. Jules C. wants to know what is going on with Kanye. Okay, here's another person with mental illness. Now, since Kanye wanted to throw his hat in, said he was running for president at one time, he is now a political figure. And since he's running around doing all kinds of things political, he is fair game. So I will read on Kanye. So I'm going to do a full throw on Kanye. Do a fate throw on Kanye. Tara, please tell us, what is the present and future fate of Kanye West and what is motivating him to do what he is doing? The stinky fish. Oh, money, 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 money. Money. Okay, what is motivating Kanye to do and behave the way that he is behaving? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Everything. And guys, oh my, and this is, first thing I want to say about Kanye is that Kanye does suffer from mental illness. I want to say that out the gate. But here it is right here. Everything that Kanye is doing, he is doing for Donnie. And I'm serious. He regards him. He calls him. That is his daddy. That is his daddy. If Donnie told Kanye to jump, Kanye would jump in the air and then ask him, when would you like me to land? He would levitate. This is somebody, this is love. This is love. Let me show you. Kanye will carry water for Donnie. Kanye will bend over backwards, will do anything for him. He will go down with him. He change this everything. He's manipulatable. He's a broken individual who is controllable right now. Kanye is going through a whole lot of emotional things. He is feeling inadequate. Pete Davidson did a number on Kanye's psyche because Pete Davidson is, I think had Kim gone out with somebody like Jay-Z, and I know Jay-Z's married, but I'm just saying that had she in Kanye's eyes jumped up from him, because he looked at Pete Davidson as like, no, this guy lives in his mom's house, that hurt Kanye. That broke. I mean, seriously, he was already struggling, but that literally broke his psyche. He is literally being manipulated. He is controllable because he is so outside of himself. Kanye's fate is grim. And I hate to say that, because here I am, I'm having a heart pain here, and the card before that is the Three of Hearts, the heartbreak. But guys, Kanye is acting out. Kanye is being manipulated. Bad people who know that this is a man with a broken mind. And he is talented. He's a genius. He's a musical genius. He really is a musical genius. But inside of genius is some insanity. And he is dealing with that. Little madness. Madness comes with genius. And people have learned how to manipulate him. People use him. They have weaponized Kanye. So y'all understand, a lot of things happen. Remember what he is, who he is. Okay, and I'm just going to put it like that. Because Kanye's going to go the way of a lot of our other great performers, like Prince and Michael Jackson and Biggie and Tupac. Okay? And it's people with money who are manipulating him. Nothing else matters to him now. He's been turned. It's capitalism. It's not about family. It's not about home. It's not even about pride of who you are or where you come from. It is nothing but about money, control, power, and who has it. And he is being manipulated into believing that that is real. Just understand, he's not going to be with us long. He's not going to be with us long. They are damaging him every day. More and more and more damage is being done to him. And we are seeing him implode right before our eyes. So be compassionate. Don't laugh. Don't point fingers. This is what they do. This is what they do. They eat their own. And you are watching Kanye being eaten. Every one of us knows that man is not mentally sound. Every one of us knows it. Okay. All right, guys. I think that was it. So, live Monday the 24th at noon, I will be on with Milu. And guys, I am doing a holiday special. I am doing for $50, I am doing a extra large mojo bag. And let me show you what a regular size mojo bag is. This is a regular size mojo bag. The extra large mojo bag is about this big. It still fits in your pocket just fine. It's smaller than a cell phone. It's still about a little bit wider than this, but taller. So there will be more product in. It lasts for 90 days guaranteed unless you wash it. So for $50, you get an extra large mojo bag with up to 3 magical whatever you want in it. Up to 3 things I will put into. Actually, I'll put up to 4 things in it. I can do that. And it still be effective. So if you need uncrossing plus luck plus money drawing, and you'd like to say be lucky at gambling, I can do all of that in one bag. Okay, that's not a problem. So for $50, I'll do an extra large mojo bag and a 1-hour reading. Okay, I'm going to run that from now through December 31st. So for $50, an extra large mojo bag that will be mailed to you, that will be good for 3 months. and a 1-hour reading for $50. Go to psychictanya9@gmail.com. Okay, guys, I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Bye-bye, guys. Namaste.